Hey guys, what's up? DeOnlineGamer here, and a lot of my subscribers have asked me, hey D, how do I get out of Bronze League? What's a good tactic to use to get out of Bronze League? And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some really good tactics which I use to get out of the Bronze League. Now, a lot of players tend to get stuck in the Bronze League like I did, because they lost the first few games and then they realised, okay, I am really shit at this game, maybe I should go see how to play. And what I did was, I started playing Starcraft 2, I didn't play Brood War or anything like that, and I lost my first few games because I literally had no idea how to play. And so it started putting me against the worst of the worst, pretty much the matchmaking system. I was bottom in Bronze League, and the only games I won were from luck. And so I decided to try and learn how to play the game a little bit. Eventually I learned a little bit, and I tried standard tactics, and I just get beat every single time by cheese, and it would piss me off so much. But you do need to get cheesed a little bit. Just gonna throw that out there. It's good to get cheesed because you learn how to defend it a little bit more, and it's gonna help him throughout your StarCraft career anyway. But a lot of people I think the priority really when you're in Bronze League is just to get the hell out of there, because most people cheese, and really you don't want to be playing against that. You want to be playing against decent players that use decent tactics and that actually attempt to use tactics against you, so you can figure out timings, so you can play against that, so you can work out what comes when, how to beat them, what units work against it, what, etc. And generally just learn the game and be a better player. So the best way to get out of Bronze League is to cheese. And I'm going to be showing you guys some tactics which work really well to get out of Bronze League. And in this first game, I'm going to be playing as Terran. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you a video of me versus the computer first. And it's going to be quite a slow video. Now, online you're playing faster. In the computer you can play against on fast. So the settings are a little bit slower than you used to online. And this is generally just to show you the build order, just to show you how I get things out. And I think it's a much better way than showing you just a build order written down on a piece of paper. And then after that I'm going to show you a game of me live against a gold leaguer and using the same tactic on the same map. So let's get to the first game. Okay, so now we're in the game, and here is my base. I'm playing as Terran, and this map is Slag Pits. So the reason why I played against the computer on this map is because it's quite a popular map I find in the matchmaking system. So I'm just going to look around the bases now and build another SCV, don't forget to do that. So what I did was I recorded this game live, but I recorded it before, now I'm talking over the top of it after I played. And so I was just having a look at the ramp there. So you can see I've used the hotkey 4 for my main base. Now, hotkeys are useful to learn the game with. You should definitely start using hotkeys if you don't. But I wouldn't say they were essential just yet. In fact, they probably are essential, but never mind. Use hotkeys, but you don't have to have the same hotkey set as me. Whatever suits you is best. So here I go, just to build my first supply depot. Like I said in this game, it's going to be really slow, nothing fast, and this is where you wall off pretty much. You put your barracks in between two supply depots. Now, a lot of players say you shouldn't do this against Terran, but it doesn't really make a difference at this point, because your goal really is to beat them so quickly that they don't get to the stage where it becomes dangerous if you've walled off, if you get what I mean. And that is why this tactic is so good. So this wall off is probably the quickest wall off you can pull off, and that's why I decided to do it. It's a supply depot, a barracks in between, and then another supply depot to the right. So here I am, running out of minerals like a big noob. The mighty computer may beat me here. It is on very easy, so I do have to play at my tip-top format against this guy. And so what you want to be doing is, while you're building, you need to be constantly producing SCVs. That is one thing you do have to do for this build. And at some point you want to cut them a little bit. And when I say cut SCVs, I mean just stop making them while you prioritize your Marines ahead of SCVs, because you need Marines to go kill them. So the idea behind this build is to get out a shitload of barracks and a shitload of Marines. And apologies for all the swear words, they're a little bit pointless, I'll stop now. Anyway, back to the game. So you see I'm getting my second supply depot. Now, if I was playing pretty standard with the Terran, what I'd do is I'd build my refinery on 13 supply. But in this build you don't actually need any gas, so you don't need to build your refinery. So instead of building your refinery on 13 supply, you build another supply depot instead. Because you'll notice you get supply depoted, you get supply blocked, not supply depoted. You get supply blocked pretty quickly when you're doing this build. And here's my SCV trapped. At first I actually thought it was his drone. I was just like, what, is his drone just chilling outside my base? But no, it was me being an idiot. And so now I'm getting my first Marine out. You need to make sure you get your orbital command pretty quick. And I'm throwing down one more barracks now. And I'm just doing a little bit of scouting. Ooh, our Zerg player's going for a roach warren. How deadly. So I'm sending it back to my base now, my SCV. Now one really important thing is, as soon as your orbital command finishes, you need to get that mule out, just like bam. Orbital command, mule, bam. Straight away. Because it's really important to get the barracks out. And the mule gives you a ton of minerals, which means you can make a ton of barracks. So now I'm throwing down my third barracks. If you've seen just then, what I did was I used a shift command. So to shift command, what you do is you hold shift, click on your SCV, press build a barracks, and then still while holding shift, click back to the mineral patch. And what this does is it sends your SCV to build the barracks, and then as soon as he's finished building that barracks, he comes back and goes straight to the mineral patch without you making him. So you don't have any idle workers, which is really helpful. And I didn't do it on this third barracks like a noob, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to build another one anyway. So now I've got 4 barracks and I've got 4 marines. So I'm just pumping those out pretty much every time I get the chance I make a marine. Going for my 5th barracks now, and you can see I'm coming pretty close to getting supply box, so I need to get another supply depot around the same time you get your 5th barracks. So I'm going to do that now. Just moving this SCV out to do it, I think. Yes, I am. And then I'm going to shift click him back to the mineral patch so he goes back automatically. Make sure you're constantly producing. And now hotkeys can be used to really like increase the speed of this. So what I do is I hotkey all my barracks to the same hotkey, and to this you hold control, and in this case I use free. So I hold control free to set all my barracks to control free. So you can see I'm just adding them now. And then what you want to do is you send your rally point to one of your marines, and then just before you hit their base you set it just below the base, because if your marine dies it'll mean that all your marines that are coming in to reinforce will stay at your base because the rally point's been destroyed pretty much. So when I tend to push out with this build is about the 6-minute mark. So we're nearly there now. I just get as many marines as I can. A good target is, let's see, so right now I've got about no, that was that's about 15-16 marines there. And so a good target's about, I'd say 15-16 before you move out. But pretty much the earlier you can get this the better. Now this is just pretty much the practice run, so it's going to be a little bit slower than you can actually do it. And obviously I'm only a Gold League player, so I'm not perfect at doing these build orders, but I'm probably better than your average bronze. So this is just against the computer. Like I said, I'm not really paying full attention. We'll see later on what it's like in the live game. So I've got all my barracks set up now to the same hotkey. I'm sending marines out. And if you notice, they're all rallied to one marine, and then I'm going to change the rally point here. Just put it outside the base there. And so let's see how much the Zerg has. Now this is just a very easy computer, so it's obviously not going to have much because it's a very easy computer. But it takes a while to surrender, so we'll kill a few things and then I think I'll stop recording and then go on to the next game. Yeah, so he's got a roach, he's got a queen, and we're just running here. And that's about it, because it's an easy computer. So this would be a good game from this point. There's no way the Zerg could defend this. So what I'll do is I'll go into the live game right now and cut this off. If people don't scout it, then you're going to beat pretty much anyone. You just have to make sure that they don't scout you pretty much. So the goal is to wall in as fast as possible. Now I know people say don't wall in against Terran, but for this build, because it's kind of cheesy, you should probably definitely wall in. So the basic idea is just to build SCVs constantly, while building marines constantly, and have shit loads of barracks. And that is the actual term to describe it. So we're doing it on the slag bits. Probably not the best map to try it on, but meh. And this is against a Gold League player, it's not against a Bronze League player, so if it works against Gold, it should work against Bronze in theory. So here's hoping. So the first thing to know about this build is that instead of getting my gas on 13, I get another supply depot. Because you don't need gas with this build because you're going pure marine.
Not enough minerals.
And just to get the barracks out a little bit early, you do have to delay that first SCV there. So as soon as I hit 13 supply, I'm probably going to throw down a supply depot. It should be around now. And you want to do it at the front as well, so you block off everything from the outside. So this is free. And another thing you can do, which kind of really helps, is the scout. Yep. So we'll set that guy to control 1. Oops. There's his SCV there. So make sure I turn my wall back up, because you just tried to get into my base then and failed epically. Actually cancel SCB. I should have shift clicked these. Whoa. Alright, I messed up a little bit, but we should be okay. And we scouted him straight away, which is nice. Oh dear. Okay. So stop throwing down second barracks now. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit delayed, but we should be alright.
Upgrade complete.
And get that supply depot back up. So you don't want this barracks like too close because you can see her otherwise. And if you can see what you're doing, you're pretty much screwed. Because he'll be able to, I don't know, maybe rush for tanks, something like that. If he's smart. A lot of players don't rush for tanks. And from this point on, just build barracks. And Marines. Really? And don't get supply bot. And Marines are the priority here, not the SCVs. Just to get as many as possible. And I usually attack about the 6-minute mark, because that's when most big attacks come. I'm not sure if it's changed now because they changed the timing on the gateways, so it's like 20 seconds later than it used to be. But 6 minutes is a nice time. And I usually just go for 5 barracks. Make sure you set a rally point to one of your Marines as well. That certainly helps for reinforcing it. So in about 30 seconds I'm going to go attack. So just pump out a few more Marines, lower that down. And get straight to his base on the 6-minute mark. I'll go.
Additional supply depots required.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm going now. Wait for this last batch of Marines. And we shall go. Okay, let's do this. So I'm just control 1 for now while I just tend to my base. Oh dear. Yeah, if you get supply bot, it's bad. Oh, I hate attacking into these bloody things. Okay, now you want to have these all hotkeyed as well. That does help. And send them to here. Or I think it's best to set like your rally point a little bit further back. Make sure you get right up that ramp so you can attack anything that tries to defend it. Take out any bunkers. And then pretty much GG from here. There's pretty much nothing they can do. There you go, good game. Yeah, he's a goalie player. Okay, so if it works against gold, my theory is it'll work against bronze. So there you have it guys, that was the Mega Rex tactic. If you want to thank anyone, then go thank Liquid TLO, because he is the guy that created this tactic. I'm just showing you one way to do it. And thanks a lot for watching. The next video will be a Zerg tactic, so stay tuned.